Guys, we're live. We're live. How you doing? How you doing, everyone? Have a special session today where I'm gonna explain what we're gonna do. All right. But first off, um, we're gonna have this series. It's about portfolio reviews. It's about giving you some tips so you can get into the industry and maybe land a job in a AAA or maybe an indie studio or maybe just whatever is it that you want to do. The portfolio is basically your resume for the game industry in general, right? Nobody give a crap about a title in terms of art or 3D, only for visa stuff or procedures. But other than that, this is way more important than your college degree. Okay, so I'm not sure if there is enough awareness outside, because when I started out 2012, I think 2011, 2012, there was this huge community called Polycon. Polycon still exists, but it's not like what it used to be before. And Polycon was a forum where a lot of people just share their insights, and the core of the forum was you will put your work, you will get critiques from industry professionals that are working in the industry or aspiring industry professionals who wants also to give their feedback. And it was invaluable. When you are around this kind of people, you already know, like, hey, your work needs to be like this. As soon as you fix this small thing, you can get a job. And I'm gonna tell you a story how I got my job at Ubisoft. Before, I was doing quite a lot of stuff. I was doing characters, I was doing materials, I was doing a little bit of technical art, I was doing a little bit of environments, a little bit of sculpting here and there. And then I decided, you know what? I want to work for the AAA industry, and I'm gonna aim for something really specific. Now, I didn't think about Ubisoft at the time, but I thought about something really realistic, something that fits with that kind of a style, and I just laser focus, start working on my portfolio fitting this kind of, what they used to have there at work. I try to mimic as much as possible in my personal work. And all of a sudden, like, I get no attention, I get no messages. All of a sudden, a single piece, I'm going to show you later which one is, a single piece of work, I put it online. Suddenly, the next day, thousands of messages, freelance gigs, when I work for this, when I work for that, whatever, indie projects, some other not so small projects. Like the day before, I was no one. You just need one piece. And one of those messages obviously was one of the art directors from Ubisoft that, I end up accepting the invitation and the art test and everything. That's for another day. But it only was one single piece. You only need one. You only need one piece to get your foot at the door. All right. So if you want to send your portfolio, I put a link in the chat. All right. I put a link in the chat, and you can just fill the forms, and I will go through it. If not today, I will do it next session. But I will go through it little by little to show you how you can improve your portfolio, what things you can change, what things what is good, what is bad, and that's it. Spoiler, you don't want to work for the game dev. AAA does not make good games and does not pay good salaries. It's half true, half not. AAA does pay good salaries. In fact, very, very good ones. Obviously, in an entry position, you won't have that much. But it's a tough industry. It's a very cool job. It's a very cool job. You get paid decently. Is a game good? Or are the games good or bad? That will depend on the company, right? That will depend on the company. And also it will depend on a lot on your personal taste of what you want to work on. So even if your portfolio doesn't get your foot at a AAA company, I guarantee you that it will grab the attention of people who are working in promising projects and want to work with you. All right. So some good environment stages for taking game, but the assets I use are ripped from games. So what do I do about my work? I made really big stages I want to play somewhere. Well, we're gonna talk about that soon. All right. We're gonna talk about that. Hello, 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 Victor. Hello to Peru. Hello, Gara from Indonesia. All right, so let's get started. Let's get started with Benioff. Benioff's Magdikani. Magdikani. It's a really cool name. So, first glance, your portfolio. Without much going into it, your focus is on cars, right? Your focus is on cars. So, I will expect if you want to get your foot at the door, okay, if I'm looking for someone who can make cars, you need to put into the position that you're maybe HR, or maybe you're the art director or something, and you're looking to fill a position. It's like, I'm working on a project and it's someone who can make cars. So I see this. It's like, okay, this guy specializes on cars? Maybe. Why I have doubt is because this piece here. This piece here. So very cool character portrait, like rendering, breakdown images, reference photo, like very nice. But it has nothing to do with cars. Okay, same with this character. Like, very cool character, cool pose, some breakdown pictures. It has nothing to do with cars. So I'm starting to doubt, like, are you really focusing on cars? I know maybe you can make cars, but I'm starting to have some doubts. And that's what it's in the mind of the people who are hiring. Like, I want to fill a position. Think of it like a factory, okay? Think of it like a factory. You're gonna do something. I need you to do it well. I need you to be consistent. And not only that, I need you to be fast. And the only way to be fast at something, whatever is it that you're doing, you need to specialize, right? That's the only way. And as soon as you put things like this, it's like, it's really cool. I like it. But now I don't know if you specialize on cars. There are two types of portfolios. Like if you want to focus on, I just want to show my work. I don't really want to get a job or anything. I don't want opportunities to come at me. That's fine. Maybe you take it more artistic, maybe more personal. And that's totally fine. You can put whatever you want. Okay? So, for example, I start putting like that, my portfolio, because for one, it's completely outdated, my portfolio. I'm not looking for a job. So I can just put whatever I want. But if you want a job, you need to be very specific. So, first off, let's take off these characters here. I believe you can put tabs. I will just put cars here. That's it. Remove the characters or arrange them to put them like something like this, right? Like if I see something like this, I almost get the perfect screenshot where I don't have this character here. I almost got the perfect screenshot, but I want something like this, right? Now let's take a look at individual pieces. Let's open up a bunch of those. Okay, so Maya, V-Ray. Okay. So far use Maya, V-Ray. Porsche. Okay. McLaren. Okay, so fan art, it says here. Okay, so I kind of have a feeling, I have a 90% chance that you actually model this. This one gives me some idea because you're giving me a screenshot of the viewport, right? But if I take a look at this one, as someone who wants to hire you, and maybe you are from another country, right? Like, hell, they called me from China, and they have no way to know, like, what I did was legal or not, right? So how do I know you made this? How do I know that? Right? How do I know you make this one? I can save this picture, put it in my portfolio if I want it, right? Maybe I hire you and you end up not knowing how to do the job. That's very risky, especially if it's abroad. Like they need to pay the flight tickets, they need to pay the relocation fee, they need to pay for the hotel when you arrive. It's no joke. So this is already like, I'm not really sure if this is legit or not. Maybe this is Photoshop. How do I know it's 3D? You can put 3D here, but I don't know. So from these ones, I'm not talking about the quality because I think the quality is really good. It's very artistic. Forms are really nice. Like, it's almost perfect, to be honest. Like the shapes and everything, the forms are clear. It's very nice. It is very nice. Or maybe you don't model them. You're just rendering them, right? I'm looking for someone who can model, right? How do I know you didn't download this model? Because, there are a lot of models from cars you can download online, and you're focusing on the rendering. And I don't know that. I really don't know that. I lack some information. I lack some information here. So that's one thing. Always put the progress. Again, single screenshot, save image. I can put it in my portfolio now. Okay. So That's really important. So if I'm someone who's hiring, I'm looking for someone who can model a car, or maybe just rendering or whatever. I don't know. For me, it's just not clear, right? It's just not clear. Yeah. So yeah, wireframes should be added, of course. Wireframes should be added 100%. Not only wireframes, work in progress. I'm gonna show you my portfolio. My portfolio is completely outdated. This is like, I don't know how many years. This is a terrible example. But this is a good example, right? This one I made 6 years ago. I made it 6 years ago. Take a look at what you see here. It says my name, all right? It has the name of the school where I learned the tutorial from. It has the tools I made, and it has my link, right? My ArtStation link. So I have a bunch of pictures from different angles, right? Whatever, it's like 6 years ago. Unreal Engine 4. I'm not really proud of this, but this was 6 years ago and I was good enough. It's also some pictures from props, like I made this one, I made this rock, whatever. You can see the breakdowns. You can add more pictures, but I wouldn't add too many. I will just choose the best ones, or maybe some other technical aspects of things. Another thing that is important is that if I save this image, and this image can be found in ArtStation, right? But what if it's in other website? Like you want your name there and you want a link. Most of the time, this used to be more of a big deal back then. Now usually recruiters are on ArtStation, but it can happen that there are other websites that they download your picture and they just, it's like, cool, nice image. Like, who's this guy? I don't even know who he is. I don't even know his name. I don't know how to contact him. Maybe you can put an email here instead of, you didn't take the course from CGNMA, for example. You take your, I don't know, put your email here. So that's really important. So what I see here is I don't have any contact information, right? Now, I'm assuming I will find this on ArtStation, of course, right? But if I find it somewhere else, and that's also a possibility, when the piece is good, people share it, right? Some connection issues. Let me know if streaming is okay. All right. But you don't know where they find, especially if it's a good piece. Like you want to find who he is. Now it doesn't mean like it's over if I didn't put the name, like whatever. Nah, like there are plenty of examples of people just putting the picture, and because it's on ArtStation, you can see the profile and everything. Then you don't need to put that information out. But I'm just talking about optimizing all the stuff, right? As far as the modeling goes, again, I still don't know if you model it or not. Maybe you only render them, right? So I don't know. I really don't know. If you model them, they're really good shapes, very, very good shapes, nice angles. I like the pictures and everything. It's just very, very good job. But I still don't know if you made them. Okay. You wanna check your portfolio, Agifo? I put a link. By the way, guys, if you want me to check your portfolio, I put a link. It's pinned in the chat. You can click on the Google Forms. It will take you to a form, and you will be able to see those. Okay. Just give me 1 second until I open the forms here. It's really just like that, small things. Really, really small things. Okay. So okay, I got it. So the Reaper asks a good question. What if you use other assets from a game and you make the environment? I mean, and you want to play. I mean, after I explain this, if you put your, if you put like an environment you made with Tekken assets, just made it clear like these assets are not from me. I focus on the composition, blah blah blah. Some game studios, they don't need you to model. For example, Ubisoft, they always make open worlds, so they have a clear distinction in the job requirement where modeler just model, level artist just level art, just use the engine, put the models there, apply composition, because they know they need two different roles. But in some companies they don't. In some companies the environment artist is the same one who's also doing the level art. So you really need to be clear what you're doing. And if you want to apply somewhere, where are you going to apply? So let's take a look at the jobs. Let's go to find a job. So let's see. I don't know, character artist here. And what you want to see, it's you want to see which kind of games they're making. Okay, so first take a look at what kind of games they're making. I was like, okay, Elder Scrolls Online, Kick-Ass new project coming soon, blah blah blah. Okay, so it's mostly Elder Scrolls Online. They do have experience in this kind of stuff. If you apply here, probably you want to make characters that are similar to here, right? Like you want to increase your chances of getting hired, not reduce them. If you make something sci-fi, like yeah, maybe more, but can you make a knight? Do you know how to sculpt like really nice detailed armor, things like that? You know what I mean? So first you need to check who's hiring, what are they doing, and just do exactly the same. And you need to match the quality. You really need to match the quality, otherwise they won't hire you. It's not like, I'm just starting out, like, of course I'm not as good as the guys. It's like, it doesn't matter here. Game industry is really tough. Like, you need to be as good as the guys. Sometimes they give you a chance. Sometimes they give you a chance. Sometimes they see the potential and you can grow there. But most of the time, you need to be better than the guy that is already working there in order to take the job. So qualifications, basically texturing skills in Substance Painter, similar software, ZBrush. You need to put your images based on, oh, this is the ZBrush scope, this is the textures, right? Like some hard surface, some human animal anatomy. Maybe just by showing your characters, you need to make sure like anatomy is right, animal anatomy, meaning what this tells you is like, we need someone who actually can make creatures or animals. You don't know yet. Model drapery, custom creation. Yeah? PBR. These already give you a lot of clues. So if you just put whatever you want in your portfolio, you're just aiming everywhere and they're not gonna find you, right? If you just put the portfolio like exactly like these guys are looking for, you hit apply, you got a job, man. At least you get an interview. Like, okay, this guy's working these characters, no ZBrush, no Substance Painter, understand what is PBR, I see the breakdown images, I see the beauty render photos. Great, let's go for an interview, right? So you need to be very clear. You cannot just, I want a job. What kind of job? You know what I mean? Unless you want to work on your personal project, you can just do whatever you want. But if you want to get hired, this is the easiest way to get hired. All right? Quentin, so wireframe should be added all the time, man. All the time. The only exception where wireframes may not be added maybe is in environment, because the wireframe is just a mess, right? So you give a breakdown of the assets that you created, just like this one I made here. Like there is no wireframe here, but also like these are very prestigious academy, so you can take a look at them, right? So you don't necessarily need the wireframes, but you need some breakdown images. I cannot just post a picture of I don't know, whatever, like this, you know. Let me open this. And just, okay, like, what do you do? Did you download the assets? What's this? Right? I don't know. So that's really important. That you put the breakdown assets. Okay. Tips on game ready assets. You see the quality? You need to match the quality. You really need to match the quality. If you don't match the quality, go back to your fundamentals and keep practicing until you get it. Keep practicing. Okay, learning UI5, I can understand the blueprints. Can you suggest any video or something like course? There are plenty of tutorials for blueprints that you want to, that you can get online. We do have a tutorial on blueprints, very long, 3 hours, blueprint fundamentals. It's actually very, very good, and plenty of examples on how to create a game if you want to learn from us. If you want to get more serious, you can check our action game course. And definitely very, very good. For blueprints, it's quite amazing. Okay. So let's take a look at Martina. So, first off, I guess it's related to environment art, right? So let's close some of these. By the way, thank you all for submitting your portfolios. And I hope it's useful for you guys. I hope it's useful. So let's go with Martina Brusone. Probably from Italy. Let's open a bunch of these. At first glance, it's like maybe environments. If like that, take this guy out. We already talked about it. We don't want a character if you're focusing on environments. When you have the job, you can put whatever you want. Like really, you can put whatever you want. It's the first time when if you don't have the job, you need to just follow this formula. Like, it really works. Like, no, it's like, oh, I like it, like, hide it, put it later after you get the job. Okay, so Italian village. Let's take a look at some screenshots first. Okay, some shots here. Another shot. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna put the whole video. Just let's just take a look. Love the rat. Love the rat. Okay. So actually, like, if you have an environment and you actually have a video, it is good. It's not mandatory. You can get away without a video. We're gonna talk about the quality later. Let's just take a overall look at the... Okay, so these are the props. So Substance Painter. UV layout, okay. Love it. Props here. Wireframe. UV map, very good. Like, you always need to reduce the number of questions that the recruiter have. Oh, like, can this person model? Oh, okay, yeah, they can put materials. Yeah, they can model. There's a wireframe. Yes, they can use. Can they use? Can they can they do UVs? Yes, they can do UVs. Here's the UV layout. Okay, wonderful. Here are some screenshots where the props were used. This is a wireframe shot. Love this one. Very, very nice. Very nice. Thumbs up. Very, very good. Very good shot. Overview of the buildings you created. I love it. Wireframe shots. Cool. UVs. Some shots from the house. Okay. Okay. Okay, love this. Progress video. Very nice. Okay, overall, very good. We're gonna take a look at what you need next. Now, next one, the luxury bag. Out of context, man. Out of context. Like, with this, you already sold me. Like, okay, you're in, man. If you can put your profile in Fiverr if you want, like, you want to do some freelance, just put this. Just put this one. Don't put this thing. Don't put this. I want to see. It's only 1 month older compared to the other one. Don't put this one. I know you want to show like you can model. Let's go back to the example that we had before from the company that was working on Elder Scrolls Online, and they make fantasy stuff. Do you think they need someone who knows how to model this? Unless you are like a product, right? That's one thing. Wow, OBS really giving me a hard time today. But yeah, so how to understand our niche? Because sometimes I like to do hard software modeling, sometimes I like to do character modeling. What should I do? Like I said, go to jobs, find a job. Let's go for another one. Lead 3D environment artist. Gameplay Galaxy. Let's see what they make. Okay. The game. So they're doing this kind of sci-fi kind of stuff, cartoonish, very similar to like Fortnite actually. I don't know what it is, but it's like, do you want to know the style? That's the style. You need to do exactly the same. You to do this guy here with a bike, exactly the same, and you get the job. That's how you know, how you understand your niche. You go to their website, you go for what they're doing. Same here, Gameloft Montreal, and you take a look at the job description. Like, which sometimes they put a project, like we want someone who works for our next Lego. There you go, the answer. But sometimes they don't say it because it's confidential. So it's like, these guys have like a lot, for example. So they need to tell you more information here. Like, what do you need? So let's take a look at this one. 3D modeling tools, next gen production, blah, blah, blah. Knowledge in lighting, artistic foundation, color, independent. Not so much when you go to the, when you work for someone, right? Okay. So they need to give you hints. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's harder. But like this, I will remove this one. I will remove that one. So next one, more hard surface. Okay. Fine. Fine. I take it. I say this one is much better. I would love to see more wireframe screenshots from this, like the ones you had before. You know what I mean? This one was a really good example. Show me more of this. Show me more of wireframe here. Love it. Like this. Okay, you can put some images too. This one is very good. I like it more, especially because you need a beauty shot. Like you need to one shot that is like first impression. It's like when you want to make a first impression, you wear the nicest clothes, you put the perfume, everything, you're going on a date. First impression, man. Big shot here. Now, I don't get why this one's here. Probably like detail one. Nah, not really feeling it. I think it's unnecessary. This one, I get it. It's like the render. I totally understand. I would love to see some albedo map. Like, okay, like wireframe. No, just flat shading and just some UVs. Love it. I can keep this one just to, you know, have some variation. Maybe you can also, maybe you want to also do sci-fi, but I don't recommend it because you are like shooting at different places, and maybe the person who's looking for you is not really interested in sci-fi. Sometimes it can hurt you, right? Same here. I think it's the same as before. Just keep the most badass picture you have. For me, this one is better. Obviously, your latest work, it's gonna be better than the last one because you learn some things. Only keep one. For portfolio, even a single picture can get you a job. You don't need a lot of them. You don't need a lot. You just need one. Okay? You just need one picture. Okay, so environments, wireframes, like overview, sketches. Okay, so you can see this is already 11 months old, and this one, I think it's 6 months old, 7 months old. So it's 4 months difference. In 4 months, you can really improve your skills. I think you have improved your skills a lot compared to the latest one here. So I will just assume that what you have here is just, you know, this thing. This one, I'm not sure what it is. I will just assume that what you have here is already worse than this. So you wanna see how your portfolio looks like without this. Okay, take this and take this. Just keep 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Quality, always quality over quantity. Quality over quantity, always, right? Again, unless you don't give a crap on aiming for a job, you just want to put whatever you want. Self-expression, love it. Very cool stuff. If you want to apply for a job, put only the best, because sometimes when you put something like this, for example, this is a very old work. I understand this is from last year. You have gotten better. Don't show me this, because I will assume that this is the quality you're gonna give me, right? This is the quality that you're gonna give me. And I will completely remove all the good things that you have done here. Okay? Let's get back to this piece, because while this is good, I like the presentation of this. I will just put this one here, for example, bam, and then some prop pictures. That's it. And the breakdowns. And this is all good. I'll just change the order up a bit. Like, this is the first shot. I'm like, But when you put an environment, it's like, okay. What you lack here is not so much technical ability. You need to make put your game to the next level. Like, let's take a look at some how do I check what things I like? Collections, likes. Okay, so I was looking at this one the other day because I'm working on something. I'm not gonna show it yet. Do you see the difference on quality? Right? Can you tell the difference? Some shots. This guy is an art director, right? So we're putting the bar very high, right? Something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind is that, like, freaking Black Myth Wukong, it's an extremely good game, right? So what you need here is quality. What I see here, I'll just do a quick breakdown. I see the compositions. The lining is too flat for me. I need more contrast. Everything is very flat. Let's take a look at this. Let's go for pure ref. And we can put this on. Let me see. There you go. Grayscale. I'm gonna put the two pictures here just so that you can check the grayscale. It's like this. Can you see the difference? Guys, can you see the difference? I think it's very obvious, right? Just by looking at this. Even this old shot that I had 6 years ago, just by looking at this is not very interesting to look at, right? This is art foundation, guys. This is art foundation. Here, my art foundation wasn't that great. Like this, we're talking about 6 years ago. But I still had some idea of those black and white values. This, very flat. You need these black and white shapes. You need those things, okay? So, lining, very important. Contrast, shapes. Your shapes are very flat. Look like this, flat. Give me some, break the lining. This comes with practice, right? Different materials. I see all the materials, brick, 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 same pattern. Break the pattern. Bigger bricks, smaller bricks, square bricks, like cobblestone, whatever. Break it down, vertex painting. If you're gonna have a flat wall, make sure the pattern is interesting to look at. The pattern is just the texture. Like I can see the same pattern here. Try to break it down. Maybe at the bottom, like bigger bricks here. Bigger bricks like this. Right? And at the top, just smaller ones. And you can mix them. If you have some big bricks here, whatever, mix the patterns, make it interesting. Some more chaotic, some more uniform. You know, we talk a lot of this stuff in our live stream. Last live stream we had that I had here on UNF Games was about how to make these things, how to know if something's good or bad when you make this texture. So you have the technical ability. You just need to just go to the next level. Go to the next level. Try to analyze the pictures you see here. Try to analyze this. Why does this picture look good? And if you don't know the answer right away, it's because your foundation is lacking. Your art foundation is lacking. You don't know the answer. Just know it's freaking amazing. I like the details. I like everything. I just don't know why is this good and why mine doesn't. If I know it, this is better. Why mine doesn't look like this? It's because you lack art foundation. Go back, go for some foundation, paint, practice your skills. You need to put the time. Eventually you will get there. But try to aim for something like this. Next time you create something like this, just do it better, okay? Just do it better. Every time a little bit better. And if it's better than this one, just hide this one. You don't need to show it. You don't need to show, your progress. You show the best. If this guy only had a single image in his portfolio, he will still get a job. If you remove everything here, he will still get a job, right? Okay. Are you going to show portfolio of Unreal programmers? I won't, because I focus on 3D art. But if it's something that is interesting, if it's something that you guys are interested to check portfolio for programmers, we can make it happen. But there needs to be enough interest. The reason why I don't put portfolio program for programmers is because it's very evident. You need to finish a game. You need to finish a game. Like I need to see what you can create. And usually for programmers it's like, you will have a test too, a programming test. So that's how they will filter you, right? It's not like they will see your work and hire you. They will do a test. I don't like tests, but unfortunately, it's how the industry rolls. I've done tests in the past. It's terrible, but it is what it is. I wouldn't do them now, But if if it's like your first job, like just uh I just got brain fart, man. If it's your first job, you just have to do it, right? You just have to do the test. But for programmers, you just need to show the game you work on. It's really just that simple. Oh, you work on that game, and the interview will go around like how you solve this problem. I like this feature. How you go about solving problems. How about you communicate with other people? What kind of tools you use? This kind of stuff, right? Okay, Martina, I saw you in the chat. Uh, nice work. Love this one. Keep working on this. Keep working on your skills. You're almost there. You just need a little bit of art foundation. A little bit of art foundation. A little bit of color breaking here. Like that's just art foundation. Just maybe you can go CG Master Academy, enroll for a few months, study composition. Try next time, and you will see difference. You will see difference. This rule apply for all kinds of work roles, or is there some variation depending on what kind of role we want to apply? Most of the stuff it applies. But for example, if you're an animator, you want to show the shot, like that, a really nice shot, and you want to also make some breakdowns, right, of how you did certain animations, right? If you want to work on VFX, you need to show the VFX and also show maybe some screenshots of Niagara, maybe some textures, some substance, whatever. You need to show more technical stuff instead of wireframe stuff. So that's the big difference. That's the big difference. But for mostly 3D visual arts, it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. Ataberg, how many works should be enough to port? You only need one piece. Only one piece. But it needs to be a good one. In fact, just like I said earlier, if your work is getting better, like just hide the old stuff. It's hurting you. Just put the best one out there. Even if it's just one, if it's good enough, you get the job. You only need one shot. One portfolio piece, that's it. Okay. So we have time for one more portfolio review. I will take a look at the responses. Okay, so Martina already check. IOP. Okay. Amazing. Let's take a look. So, in the form, I always ask like, what are your portfolio goals? Like, what's your aim? So, Hiop, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm a student studying game art and design. My focus is to become a game designer, but I'm also focusing on other aspects of the 3D world. Also, this portfolio is very amateur level. I hope you can provide some good advices in pretty further. Thanks, I love the tutorials as always. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. Let's get right into it. First off, game designer. 3D modeling. Okay. First, let's have a glance of what's inside. Okay, environment creation. sculpting. Okay. And Unreal Engine 5 is not working that well here. Okay. So let's go here. Also, it shows you the... Okay, let's first fix this. If you want different categories, you can create a categories. Let me see if I can find someone. Just maybe this guy have different. Yeah, you can put different categories here. Like this is studio, 2D characters, production, environment art, production, UI icons. Yeah, you know, like you can do this in ArtStation. I will just migrate to ArtStation. It's simply just the best portfolio tool out there, right? Why you want this? Because it's just very, it's easier for the recruiter to check what's up, right? So and recruiters don't have much time. They just Google Drive. Let's go next one, right? So looking at this, I need a bigger picture. I can't just click everything to check everything. And like I said, always keep your best work. For example, this one. Okay. Or this one. Let's take a look. Okay. Okay. So let's take a look at the environments. Okay. Okay. So, are you here in the chat? If you're here on the chat, let me know. Because I want to ask some questions, like what's your aim? I know you're a student. You need to put the time to get better skills. Like what you're showing here, it's not enough to get a job. You need to put the time. So what I recommend, forget about the environment for some time. Because I can see there are some weakness in modeling, right? Texturing in general, all what is related to it. So forget about environment for now and focus on one prop. I remember there was Polycount. Let me see if what's up with the website. Okay, so let's see if they have some challenges. Do they have some challenges? Okay, so they have the bi-weekly monthly environment art challenge. Okay, so what you're gonna do, my advice is, first off, create an art station. You don't need to put anything you have created. I know there is a lot of hard work behind those pieces. I know you have learned a lot. But as a student, you need to go to the next level now. Like, why I love these bi-monthly environment art challenges is because when you're already more experienced, you can try to do the environment because there's more than one prop, right? And it's all about the composition of everything. If you're looking for something smaller, you can choose the prop. Like, I don't know what is this, but so this is the concept, right? So let's say you choose this one, right? Do you like it stylized? Do you like a realistic? If you like stylized, you can go for this one, and just make this one. And the cool thing about this is that people will share their progress. And to be honest, I'm not sure how active is the forum these days. I haven't checked. But there is a difference between posting on Instagram and posting on ArtStation or whatever. Just here they give you the harsh truth of, if it sucks, it sucks. They're gonna tell you. And they're just not gonna tell you it sucks. They're gonna tell you, you need to do this. You need to check your forms. You need to redo it. Things like that. Okay? So it's not for... you're gonna get a lot of critiques here, but you're gonna grow, right? So just follow this. Like, look at it. You're gonna also see how other guys are doing. Like, you can check their wireframes. You can check their forms and take a look at how they're doing, right? Torch is a chat. He has been here forever. Okay, so sometimes you will see some feedback. Eric Chatwing, also another chat, right? Sometimes they will give you some feedback, and you will participate in the community. You will get better. So it's just the best way. So, but just by looking at this, I find like you are kind of experimenting a lot. Just choose one. It's like, these are, you know, stepstones. You're gonna take it little by little. This is part of the past. Let's go with the big boys now. Find something. Find a challenge. And only work on that. Don't change it. It's like, I work on this a little bit, then go to the next one. Don't change it. These challenges last for 2 months, from July and August, right? You have 1 month left. 2 months working, laser being focused on this. You're gonna get it right. You're gonna get it better. It's gonna be better than all of those things combined. I assure you, man. It's gonna get better. Forget about environments for now. Try to improve your modeling skills first. If you can make this, right, then you can focus on environment later, right? Because it's another skill set. Environments, it's a different kind of tactic, because you need to make more things. You need to plan more. For this one, try to make it to look as good as possible, okay? So that's also one thing you need to keep in mind with your portfolio, is that you always want to put your best work. Okay, you always want to put your best work. A single piece of a good prop, like, let's take a look at 3D production. Like, I don't know, maybe this. A single piece of this will make all those pieces like it will shadow them, right? It's like, I won't even look at them. Just show me this stuff, right? And look at this. This is a professional outsourcing art studio. They show you all the things that I just told you, like breakdowns, beauty shots, material IDs, wireframe shots, you know, material breakdown, different parts, design process, like all those things. Very clear. Very, very clear. So just focus on one prop. And then, man, you should just use ArtStation. Use ArtStation. It's much easier. It's much easier, man. It's just the best out there. There's nothing like it right now. There's nothing like it, okay? Because recruiters are not gonna lose time. Okay, I have a bunch of other responses, okay? So I'm gonna take a look at them at the next live stream. Okay, I won't have time for all of them now. Okay, so let's just go through the comments, just very, very fast, and let's call it a day. Okay. So about the tutorial of Final Fantasy 15, that was an old tutorial. I think we did that long time ago. We did that a long time ago. Well, guys, if there isn't any more questions, hopefully this session have been really helpful for you. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at your projects the next session. All right, and of course, if you always want to learn more, take a look at our YouTube channel. Plenty of tutorials. And if you are getting serious about creating your own game, you want to take it to the next level, you can always take a look at our action game course. Link here somewhere. Just go to our website, take a look at it. First lesson is free, so you can just start today without paying anything. And I see you in the next one. If you want to send your portfolios, there's the forms, and I'll take a look at them in the next session. All right, bye guys, take care.